good to see you. Today is Monday. Today is Monday, October 16th. In today's class, we have the topic ending conversations. There's a lot of important professional skills in the topic ending conversations. Focus so you can use the skills with your clients. We're going to get started with a couple of questions. Get ready. Before you read the passage, talk about these questions. Number 1, hey Stephanie, when might you have to end a conversation before someone has finished talking? When?
When I talk with a supplier or a client, I might end the conversation.
Why do you have to end the conversation before someone has finished talking? Before the supplier finished talking?
When the supplier is rude or...
Excellent. When someone is rude, that's a good one. So, look at the question. I'm going to cancel everything out to show you how I use the question in my answer. The question is when, so I'll start with when. To say in this situation. Do you want this situation? When someone is being rude, is your answer, right? That's our situation. With someone. In your case, you said the supplier. When someone is being rude. What's going on when someone is being rude? When someone is being rude, I might have to end a conversation before this person has finished talking. Before that person has finished talking. Another situation, Stephanie, when might you have to end the conversation before someone has finished talking?
I think in my case, I think I could finish when it's a bad situation, because I can be it's unpolite, that's correct? Unpolite with a client, for example, but many clients are drinking, and we can continue talking with that person because he's drinking, and they can understand the situation, but that situation because he's drinking.
That's right. Excellent. And what are some phrases that people can use to end the conversation politely? In this situation, what are some phrases that people can use to end the conversation?
Say, I'm sorry, but we can continue to talk about your
State?
But I refer to the drinking person. Your state? No.
Yeah, that's a state.
Your state?
State of intoxication.
Mm-hmm.
The state. That sounds kind of weird. That doesn't sound very polite. They want politely. Started polite, but this is the only polite right here. I'm sorry. And then we kind of went to something that's not polite.
Okay.
But I'm sorry is good. You got another idea? Because they want some phrases. We got one. You have another phrase? What are some phrases?
I'm apologize, but...
Repeat.
I'm apologize.
Right here we have two verbs. I am and the verb apologize. Which?
Sorry, I apologize without.
There you go.
Yes, I apologize.
Okay, that's perfect. That's like I'm sorry. That's good. But then, this is the apology?
Yes.
We need to tell them that we need to end the conversation.
Yes, I apologize. I apologize. It is not possible to continue this conversation.
Oh, that's good. Excellent. It's not possible. Excellent. Conversation. Good. Repeat your phrases to end a conversation politely, please. We got two examples.
I'm sorry, but we can continue to talk about your stay. I apologize. It is not possible to continue this conversation.
Good. Excellent ideas. Focus in this class so you can get the correct skills for professional situations. Basically, they mean politely, they mean professional or work or business or formal. A lot of people say formal. I need to learn the formal English. And other people say the polite English or the professional English. Here is an advice column. Advice column. It's very common that they have advice columns. The most popular ones are for relationships, work stuff, like experience at work. This is an advice column. Have you ever read an advice column? Advice column?
No, I never.
Let's see, what is an advice column? Advice column. They used to be really, really popular. Oh, here's one. Dear Prudence. Advice column. See, in the advice column, Prudence, I think it's a girl. Sounds like a girl name. Prudence or Prudy. Her friends call her Prudy. She responds to your questions. Responds your questions about what? Relationships at home, work, and more. See? She gives you advice. You ask questions, she gives you advice. In this case, Prudence is her advice column. See? Okay. Need advice? And a lot of people will send the questions and she responds all the questions, or the most interesting ones. What is an advice column? It's in the newspaper or in the magazines. They're articles, they're paragraphs. In newspapers or magazines, they offer advice to people who write the questions to ask for help with a problem. They have a problem. They say, I need help. My husband is not coming home at night. and I call him and he doesn't answer. It's my problem. And then she says, oh, I can help you.
But
See, that would be relationships, right? Relationships at home. It's a relationship with the husband.
Okay.
Or maybe it's a problem for work. Oh, my boss wants me to work more hours and he doesn't want to pay me. So yesterday I went home and I didn't stay the extra hours. What do you recommend? What do you think I should do? My boss wants me to work more hours. In this case, it's not Prudence, it's Angie. Angie's advice is the name of the advice column. Her name is Angie Andrews. Angie's advice. See if for Prudence that need advice. And the emails, or before the regular letters in the mail, the emails we start with dear. So they call it Dear Prudence, because that's how we start the emails when people write. So, dear chatty colleague. In this case, the last class, we learned chit-chat, small talk, chat, how to chat with people. In this situation, we don't have a rude supplier or a drunk customer. We have a colleague that is very chatty. Blah, 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 like a pirate bird, like a parrot. Blah, 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 caw, blah, blah. Very chatty. They don't stop the chat. They're chatty. Blah, blah, blah. And it's a colleague, so we have to finish the conversation with this colleague. Looks like this is the problem. This is the problem for the advice. Dear chatty colleague, everyone has a colleague that can talk too much. Everyone has a colleague that can talk too much. These little chats can take up a lot of time. You see, I told you the phrasal verbs take with up. This is the action take, and the preposition is up. Take up. That's the verb. It says the little chats can take up a lot of time. It is always hard to end the conversation without being rude. But there are some things you can do to improve the situation. Here are some polite phrases to help you in the future. Anyway, I'd better run. Oh, anyway, I better run. Oh, I should get back to work now. I should get back to work now. I'm afraid I'm very busy at the moment. Can we talk later? Unfortunately, I don't have the time right now. I don't have the time. All these phrases signal the end of a conversation. So hopefully, your chatty coworker, or your talkative coworker, will let you return to work. Remember to always keep a polite tone. The tone, the accent, so you don't cause hurt feelings. Good luck. Now listen to a different accent and follow with your eyes, and then it's your turn to read it. Ready?
Ending conversations. Exercise 2, page 10.
Angie's advice. Dear chatty colleague, everyone has a colleague that can talk too much. These little chats can take up a lot of time. It is always hard to end the conversation without being rude, but there are some things you can do to improve the situation. Here are some polite phrases to help you in the future. Anyway, I'd better run. I should get back to work now. I'm afraid I'm very busy at the moment. Can we talk later? Unfortunately, I don't have the time. All these phrases signal the end of a conversation, so hopefully your talkative co-worker will let you return to work. Remember to always keep a polite tone so you don't cause hurt feelings. Good luck.
Now it's your turn. Can you read it, please?
Angie's advice. Dear chatty colleague. Everyone has a colleague that can't talk too much. These little chats can take up a lot of time. It is always hard to end the conversation without being rude, but there are some things you can do to improve the situation. Here are some polite phrases to help you in the future. Anyway, I'm better run. I should get back to work now. I'm afraid I'm very busy at the moment. Can we talk later? Unfortunately, I don't have the time. All these phrases signal the end of a conversation. So hopefully your talkative co-worker will let you return to work. Remember to always keep a polite tone so you don't cause hurt feelings. Good luck.
Excellent reading. Now, we read the advice column. Now choose the correct answers. We have a question first. Hey Stephanie, how many ways does the advice column give to end a conversation?
Four different ways.
4 different ways to end the conversation. And what is the main idea of the advice column? Can you read the possible answers?
Okay. Letter A, how to politely exit a conversation. B, the proper time to certain conversations. C, ways to improve conversation with co-workers. D, types of conversation not to have at work. Letter A, how to politely exit a conversation.
So that's what we're learning in today's class. How to professionally exit a conversation. Politely means for work, for business. So this is the goal for today, the objective. In English, how to politely exit a conversation, because in the last class, we started the conversations. Now, number 2, can you read the question, please?
According to the passage, what action will prevent a coworker from feeling bad? Returning to work, talking to someone later, speaking in the correct tone, ending a conversation quickly. Letter C, speaking in the correct tone.
Excellent. And number 3?
According to the passage, which is not true. Small talk at work can cause a lot of time. Ending a conversation can cause hurt feelings. Most offices have a person who talks a lot. It is rude to end a conversation with a co-worker. It's not true.
Not true.
It's letter A. A small talk at work can cause a lot of time.
No, that's true. They said that right here. Look, actually, put this in your notebook because that's the phrasal verb. The little chats can take up a lot of time. Yeah, they can take your time. Take up your time. Take up, in this case, time. They're putting it right here, look. And all three questions have something similar. This book has a lot of double meanings, which means they're called synonyms in the dictionary. Well, they're not in the dictionary. They're in another book called the Thesaurus. It's like a dictionary for similar words. So this one they put take up a lot of time, look. And right here, can cost a lot of time. Can, here's the can, right? Can.
Okay.
Look, in this case it's cost. But it's no money, it's time. So in your notebook put, we're going to the vocabulary right now, but they showed us one before in this question. Take up means cost. They put similar, exactly, they put exactly. Can take up a lot of time, can cost a lot of time. So that means the take up is cost, like money, but in this case it's time. And look, they do the same one with number 2, the same thing. Co-worker, from feeling bad. And here they put co-worker, but right here they said colleague. So that's one more. Co-worker is colleague. So that's synonyms. Take up is cost. In this case, it's not the significado, it's not the meaning. It means the same. So it's another option. Option number 2. Colleague, co-worker. So right here it says, keep a polite tone. You said that. Speaking in the correct tone. Over here they said speaking. And over here they said keep. It says remember to always keep a polite tone. Keep means mantenerlo, como mantenimiento. O sea, que no baje de ese nivel polite. Mantenerlo ahí. Mantener el tono. Por si no sabías cuál es el tono lo haces cuando speaking. Es como la actitud de tu voz. Como el estado de estar. Estás feliz, triste. Ese es el tone. Pero acá no dice nada de hablar. Mira, dice remember to always keep a polite tone. No dice nada de hablar. El tone es hablar. Speaking in the correct tone. Acá pusieron polite. Acá pusieron correct. Over here says speaking. Mantenerlo means que you're speaking. Keep a polite tone. And they put cause hurt feelings. Cause hurt feelings. And they said prevent from feeling bad. Feeling bad. When you have hurt feelings, people feel bad. Hurt feelings. So hurt feelings is the same as feeling bad. Right here, feeling bad. And they put one more. How to politely exit. Exit. And right here they put how to politely end. End. Exit the conversation. And over here they put end. So end the conversation is the same as exit the conversation. If you take notes, And if you study this vocabulary, you can double your vocabulary, have more vocabulary. So today we have an and exit, talkative and chatty. Chatty and talkative means the same thing. You can have a chatty client, a talkative client. End the conversation, exit the conversation. Co-worker, colleague. We got the feeling bad, hurt feelings. Speaking in the correct tone, keep a polite tone. So these are all synonyms, synonyms. And probably the most important one, take up, because it's phrasal verb, cost. Cost is going to cost you. Good job. Now put the vocabulary in your notebook. For today's class, we have advice, number 1. Oh, by the way, the synonyms are not in the exercise. They're only in the reading and they're over here in the text, but there's no exercise for the synonyms. Number 2 is take up, the phrasal verb. We have an exercise for this one. And it's actually take up time. So the next one is time. And we have rude, being rude, phrases. Oh, that one is kind of like Spanish, except in Spanish is with the letter F, phrases. And we got this one, I better run. Run, because this is not running like exercise. I better run. Get back, I should get back. Oh, this is the best one. At work, we don't say I'm sorry. We say I'm afraid. A lot of people say I'm sorry, but the correct one is I'm afraid. Because I'm sorry te quita prestigio y te quita poder. So no les quieres decir a los clientes I'm sorry, les quieres decir I'm afraid. For bad news, I don't have the time. Half the time. In Spanish, we say the same half the time, but other languages, they don't use this phrase half the time. The polite tone, and hurt feelings is the last one. Hurt feelings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With advice. Now let's practice this vocabulary. In the vocabulary exercise, can you read the instructions, please?
Write a word that is similar in meaning to the underlined part.
Excellent. So it's similar in meaning. So put the underlined parts next to your vocabulary on your list.
Okay. Number 1, the salesman was impolite and unfriendly. That is rude.
Excellent. So now you have 3 options. Rude and polite, unfriendly. See, we're growing the vocabulary. Now you have 3 words in English instead of only 1. And the 3 words are professional and very formal for work. Impolite, unfriendly, rude.
It's impolite.
That's right.
Polite, impolite.
Exactly. They're opposites, right?
Yes. Okay. Number 2, John needs to return to work. It's, get back.
Excellent. So in your notebook, find your get back and put get back means return. So now we're growing our vocabulary.
Okay. Number 3, Patrick should leave now or he will be late.
Look in your list. Which one starts with the letter B? And we need 2 words. It's 2.
Better run.
That's right. Better run means should go. That's another one. Go, it's leave. So we can put number 3, go. A lot of basic students, they understand what is go, but they don't understand leave or run. Should go, better run, better leave. So you can keep this one, should and better, and we can change leave, go, run.
Better run.
Yeah, it means
Or
another option for should is have to go. Should go, have to go. Number 4,
knowing a few foreign groups of words is useful when traveling. Phrases.
the phrases. They're groups of words. That's why they call the phrasal verbs, because it's a group. And number 5,
Too much conversation at work uses a lot of time.
oh look, we got number 3, uses a lot of time. This letter S, we have to put it right here.
Is takes up.
Takes up. So take up means use. Take up means cost. Take up. Use it or cost. Excellent. Okay, let's keep going with the vocabulary because we have 5 more. Fill in the blanks with the correct word and phrases from the word bank. This is the word bank. Can you read the phrases from the word bank, please?
Busy, don't hurt someone's feeling, unfortunately, afraid, have a lot of time.
Excellent. So we got these right here. We should have these on the list. Oh, that looks better. Number 1, blank. Jim will not be attending the meeting.
I'm afraid Jim will not be attending the meeting.
Good, but in this case, we only have afraid, so we need to look for one that says I am.
Ah, okay.
We don't have I am, so we can't use.
Unfortunately.
Oh, that's a good one. Same thing. Excellent. Complete?
Unfortunately, Jim will not be attending the meeting.
Good. So this is used for bad news. Here's the bad news. Jim will not be attending the meeting. That's the bad news.
Okay. Number two. Mrs. Baker is impolite and is going to he's going to hurt someone's feeling.
That's right, because she's not polite. She's not polite.
Number three, the businessman blanket because their plane is late. The businessman have a lot of time.
Yeah, because the plane is late. They have to wait for the plane.
Number four, the office is blanket since there are many people working. The office is busy.
Yeah, many people working. Very busy. So this vocabulary, we're using it. And the last one? Oh no, two more.
Mr. Fox is that he'll be late. Mr. Fox is afraid that he'll be late.
That's right. Bad news. He'll be late. Excellent.
The last one, 6. Use the right of voice in word conversation. Use the right tone.
Okay, so there you go. People say tone, but they really mean tone of voice. But people only say tone, but they're talking about the voice. Good job, excellent. So you have all your vocabulary ready?
Yes.
Now, in the vocabulary, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over here, we got another 5 in this exercise. This one is like the dictionary because it has the meaning. And this exercise, we're using it in the correct idea, correct sentence. Any questions with the vocabulary?
No.
Now we're going to do a listening exercise. Listen to a conversation between two colleagues and mark the following statements true or false. Can you read the statements, please, so we can listen to the conversation?
The man recently took a trip. 2. The woman tries to end the conversation. 3. The speakers plan to talk the next day.
So look at these 3 statements, and in your notebook take notes and tell me if it's true or if it's false. When you listen, if it's false, put the correct information. Put the correct. If it's not correct, they have correct information in the audio. Put it in your notes. Ready?
Exercises 5 and 6, page 11.
Hey, John. How are you? How was your vacation?
Oh, hi, Susan. It was wonderful. Aruba is amazing.
Wow. I want to go to the Caribbean. Was the weather nice?
Yes, the weather was fantastic, and the people are very friendly.
Great. Tell me more. Was it expensive?
Well, I'm afraid I'm really busy at the moment. Can we talk at lunch?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, see you then.
Unit 4. Ending conversations. Exercises 5 and 6, page 11.
Hey, John. How are you? How was your vacation?
Oh, hi, Susan. It was wonderful. Aruba is amazing.
Wow. I want to go to the Caribbean. Was the weather nice?
Yes, the weather was fantastic, and the people are very friendly.
Great. Tell me more. Was it expensive?
Well, I'm afraid I'm really busy at the moment. Can we talk at lunch?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, see you then.
All right, so this is a conversation between two colleagues. This happens every day with colleagues or clients. Can you read number 1, please?
The man recently took a trip. That is true.
And number 2?
The woman tries to end the conversation. That is false because she wants to know about the trip. She's asking.
So the woman doesn't try to end the conversation, right?
No.
So that's false?
False.
Okay.
And
So if it's not the woman, then who tries to end the conversation?
the man.
So the man tries to end the conversation. And number 3?
That is false. The speakers plan to talk the next day. The planning is at the lunch.
Okay, repeat. The speakers
Speakers
plan to talk
The speakers plan to talk at lunch.
at lunch. In English, we use at for specific times or specific places. So we're not going to talk at breakfast or dinner or after work. We're going to talk at lunchtime only, specific. This is called a preposition. If you have something with the time like this one, it says next day, or tomorrow, or yesterday, or last week. We don't need a preposition if it says tomorrow, right? People don't say at tomorrow, in tomorrow, on tomorrow. It's not necessary. It's only tomorrow. It's only the next day. But if it's a specific class, it's at 8 a.m. Only possible 8. There's no other possibility, right? Specific. Impossible to come at different time, right? At 7 a.m. See, it's the only option. At. For very specific. Or places. At the bank. The bank, which means it's not at the restaurant, it's not at the park, at the beach, it's at the bank. Only at the bank. Specific. But sometimes there's other ones, like maybe they say tomorrow. Okay, it's direct tomorrow. It's not on Monday. Because, for example, for other times, like the days of the week, we use on. For days. On Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday. But for example, if you say tomorrow, it's not on tomorrow. It's only tomorrow. See you on Wednesday. On Wednesday. Or see you tomorrow. You see, it's not necessary. Or the next day. In this case, they're using next. Excellent with the true or false. Now, let's fill in the blank. The conversation is very short, so organize the answers in your notebook. We got 6 different problems here that we need to fill in the blank. But in number 5, you have to catch two different words, not only one. The rest, it's only one. But for number 5, we got 2. Ready?
Ready?
Hey, John. How are you? How was your vacation?
Oh, hi, Susan. It was wonderful. Aruba is amazing.
Wow. I want to go to the Caribbean. Was the weather nice?
Yes, the weather was fantastic, and the people are very friendly.
Great. Tell me more. Was it expensive?
Well, I'm afraid I'm really busy at the moment. Can we talk at lunch?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, see you then.
Hey, John. How are you? How was your vacation?
Oh, hi, Susan. It was wonderful. Aruba is amazing.
Wow. I want to go to the Caribbean. Was the weather nice?
Yes, the weather was fantastic, and the people are very friendly.
Great. Tell me more. Was it expensive?
Well, I'm afraid I'm really busy at the moment. Can we talk at lunch?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, see you then.
Now repeat the complete sentence with the blank.
Okay. Hey John, how are you? How was your vacation? Oh, hi Susan, it was wonderful. Aruba is amazing. Wow, I want to go to the Caribbean. Was the weather nice? Yes, the weather was fantastic and the people are very friendly. Great, tell me more. What is, no, was it expensive? Well, I'm afraid I'm really busy at the moment. Can we talk at lunch? Sure, no problem. Okay, see you then.
Excellent. Look, your listening is really good. I recommend that you don't do anything in Spanish. Don't watch TV in Spanish. Don't watch movies in Spanish. Don't don't listen to music in Spanish.
Oh my God.
Do all the activities in English because you can do it in English. So now you have to be a person that speaks and listens to English. Because if you continue with the Spanish, then maybe your listening goes down instead of going up, goes down because you're listening to other language. Use that time to listen to only only English. All your activities, your TV, your cell phone, put it in English. Don't listen to anything that is not English because it's really good, so you can actually use it like practice because you're ready. You're ready to use it. Now we're gonna start a conversation with the clients. You need some ideas. Open your examples from the last class together with the conversation actually ending or exit the conversation from today's class, the phrases from today's class. We're going to practice them. So you're going to make a conversation and then you have to exit politely. So right here I have some questions that are ready for the tourist. So I'm going to choose some of these and you continue. You need to continue the conversation. But then we have to finish. It's not a big conversation. It's not a long conversation. Okay, ready? Hey, Stephanie, what country are you from?
Um, Hi, I'm from Mexico.
Oh, and what's the weather like in your country?
The weather is very nice.
Oh, and how do you like the weather in Cabo?
Uh, I'm afraid I don't have time at this moment.
Ah, oh, okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. fucking drives. She don't want to talk to me. No, they can't say that because it's polite. But look, repeat your phrase.
I'm afraid.
Uh-huh. That's good. They can't say anything because you are polite. You said, I'm afraid. That's like, oh, I said I'm afraid, so you cannot say I'm not a good person. Now we need to add something else to your skills, your professional skills. When you are talking to the client, we have to say a little compliment always. Sir or ma'am. This is for ladies and this is for men. For guys and for girls.
But that mom is polite.
Yeah, that's what you need because you sound rude. You sound impolite when you finish the conversation. Oh, I'm afraid I have to go now. It's like, okay, like, what the fuck? But if you say, ma'am, and sir, it's like doing like this. This word. This one is for girls, and this one is for guys. When you talk to guys and girls, and you are making money, you're at work, they're paying you, say, ma'am. And you can say this at the beginning or when you finish or anywhere. You can even interrupt. Say, I'm afraid, ma'am. And what's the phrase?
I don't have time.
I don't have time. Or you can say, I'm afraid I don't have time at the moment, ma'am or sir. And now it sounds really, really professional with sir and ma'am, and they cannot say anything. Okay, now it's your turn. You start with these questions. Pick 2 questions, and then we have to finish. You can start the conversation, and then you finish.
Okay. Hello, sir. Have you been to any interesting place since you arrived?
Oh yeah, we visited La Paz and we visited the surfing beach, Cerritos.
Nice. Which was your favorite?
I think my favorite is over here in Cabo.
Have you purchased many souvenirs yet?
You know, we need some souvenirs. What do you recommend? What stores do you like for souvenirs?
Sir, I'm afraid, but I need. I don't have time.
You have to go? That's okay. That's okay. You see? It's necessary. Did you see today's class? In the question it said, what are some, no, it said when might you have to end a conversation. It's not because you want to, it's because you have to. Because you're working. These are the modal verbs. They use might. Because might is for possibility. So they said in your question, hey, when is possible? The first question in today's class. When might? They said when is possibility. Might is for possibility. It's for other things too, suggestion, request, but in this case, they're using the possibility. When possibility, you have to finish the conversation. They said have to. So here is have to. And in have to, they're using it for obligation or necessity. When is possible, the you, necessary, finish the conversation. You, obligation, finish the conversation. It's in they use it in today's class in the first question. So, when you finish the conversation, you say sir and ma'am. Don't we don't hurt their feelings. We don't hurt their feelings because you are polite and because you have to. You have to finish the conversation. Obligation is necessary. So don't feel bad. It's okay. Don't feel like, oh, I finished the conversation. With this, I'm afraid, with the sir, the ma'am, and you said, I have to. The people feel, they know, they understand. It's necessary. It's obligation. So, you are not rude. You are not hurting their feelings. They don't feel bad. So everything is together. Right here, it's going to say might and have to. And over here it says hurt the feelings, polite tone. So you see everything is together. If you say polite tone, you use the phrases and you are polite in your tone, they understand. Oh, it's obligation. Let's practice one more. Oh, okay, so you like Mexican food? Have you had any local dishes that you particularly like? Have you had any local dishes that you like?
Yes, I like empanadas.
Oh, yummy. Where did you buy the empanadas?
Why?
Where?
Where?
In what restaurant?
In La Esquina Cholera.
Oh, yummy.
I'm afraid, sir, I better run.
Ah, that's perfect. You see? I'm afraid, sir, I better run. And instead of being like, oh, surprise, people will say, ah, yes. They actually, people look like very happy because you finished the conversation. It's kind of crazy. They don't think you're rude. They don't get their feelings hurt. They get really happy. They're like, ah, yes, bye. Because you did it correctly. I'm afraid, sir. Oh, I better run. I better run? Oh, no. Even people say, no, don't worry. People say that. Don't worry. Don't worry. You are not rude. Don't worry. You don't hurt my feelings. Don't worry. I know it's obligation. I know it's necessary that you have to go. See, have to leave. It's obligation. Perfect. With this, now you're more professional when finishing the conversation. Repeat anyway.
Anyway.
Repeat unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Repeat, can we talk later?
Can we talk later?
Repeat, I should get back.
I should get back.
Excellent. Put these ones in your notes. You got these ones?
No.
These are the good ones. Anyway, I better run. And you can combine. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can make 16. You can combine them and make new ones. And also remember we saw get back is return. I'm afraid it's like unfortunately or I'm sorry too. So we have more options that we can put right here. More options. Now we're gonna practice with two pictures. conversation pictures and finish the conversation. You need to make 5 videos like today's practice, where you make conversation, 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 finish. Conversation, conversation, finish. Conversation, conversation, finish. 5, finish, 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 finish with conversation, conversation. Practice making a video. To make the videos, you have these pictures. We're going to put this picture, finish the conversation. And we have 13 questions. We need to practice these questions for small talk with the clients, okay? Any questions?
No.
All right. That's everything for today. Excellent class. Ending conversations. When is your next class?
Thursday.
Thursday? What time?
At 8 a.m.
Excellent. See you Thursday at 8 a.m. I'll put the appointment right here on your chat.
Okay.
Thursday.
I feel I have a bad listening.
No, you catch all the words, you see? Thursday. 8, right?
8 a.m. please.
And we finish at 9. Thursday. 8 a.m. to 9.
Okay.
Perfect. See you Thursday.
Thank you. Bye.
You too.